Hey, what's up guys? If you're looking to smash your Parkrun Pb, you need to check this video out. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Fordy Runs. If this is your first time at Fordy Runs, make sure you're hitting that little red button down there to subscribe to our channel. That way you'll start today with all the latest running videos we've got coming out of Fordy Runs. Don't forget to go over to our Facebook page and join our running group we've got on Facebook. And don't forget to check the links below. We've got some cool stuff down there, so check them out. But anyway, the most important thing is it's all about your Parkrun Pb. Parkruns are awesome. They're designed to get people out, get running. It's sociable and it's just wicked. But as you become more of a serious runner or whatever, you're going to be trying to break your own PB because we all want to do it, right? So this video is all about that. I'm going to actually try and beat my Parkrun PB because it's one of the things that I wanted to achieve this year. So I'm going to tell you how I think you can achieve it. So let's get stuck in. Okay guys, to achieve your Parkrun PB, the first thing you really need to work on is your training and your strength work. Are you doing enough strength work in your training? If you're starting to think seriously about PBs and stuff like that, you really need to also start thinking seriously about strength work. Are you getting stronger as a runner? Get yourself down the gym. If you don't want the gym, I don't like the gym, go and do some swimming, yoga, cycling, anything cross training. Get your core strength up, get them muscles built up and get stronger as a runner. By getting stronger as a runner, you're going to get faster. Now, I've noticed a difference, and I think if you do the same, I say, just try and put elements of that cross training in and work on that strength, you will notice your speed will increase, alongside what else I'm going to tell you to do. I can't emphasise it enough, it is really important to say, if you're taking this seriously enough that you want to start beating PBs, get yourself yourself some sort of strength plan on how you can build up some extra muscle and become a better runner, and it's going to make you a lot faster. So work on that strength training. The next thing you need to work on really is within your training is your speed. Now, if you haven't checked out my video from the Forest of Dean runner Andy, he did an awesome video. Check that one out and check Andy's channel out as well, the Forest of Dean runner. But he did a wicked video and he talked about intervals and things like that. Now, what I've done in my running since the London Marathon, and that's enabled me to beat my PB, half marathon PB. Basically, my runs home are between 5 and 7k roughly, and I can decrease them. But what I've been doing on the way home is I've been varying my runs. Now, I'll give you an example. So let's say I'm running a 6k distance home, which is roughly about what I do. So some nights I'm doing 1k fast, 1k warm up, 1k fast, and I'm talking like tempo pace, 1k warm down, and that'll go through, and then I'll have 1k warm down at the end as well. So I'm sort of going fast, slow, fast, slow, fast, slow. That's one type of run I've been doing. I've also been doing like warm up, 2k fast, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. And then the other one I've been doing, which is a really good one to do, and this is what I would recommend as well, is by putting a hill in. There's a big hill I can go up. So I've been doing like the warm up fast, like blowing the guts out. And then instead of going like fast all the way to the end and splitting it, I kind of ease off a bit, give myself like a 2k break, and then, because it's basically the last kilometre home, I sprint up this massive hill. And it kills me, and I blow my guts out all the way up it. But it really is making a difference. So if you can, get yourself some hill work in. There's different sorts of hill training you can do. Get online, check them out. There's different variations you can use. But get your hill training sorted as well. So look at interval training, whether you're doing like 30-second like sprints, walk, 30-second sprints, walk, whatever. But try and look at your training through the week and see where you can put some speed into it and really work on that speed element of your training. It's really key, because if you want to break that PB, that's what you need to do in your training before you get there. Once you've worked on your strength and once you've worked on your speed, let's say give yourself a couple of weeks to get that sorted. Let's say give yourself plenty of time, don't go and get injured. And then you need to start thinking about your sort of race day strategy, because by getting your race day strategy for a parkrun, it can make a big difference. So strategy, I'm talking about being smart on the day. What's wicked about parkruns is obviously everybody gets together and we all run off, and that's cool. But if you're really serious about getting this PB nailed, what I would suggest you do is, before you run, think about your pacing. Look at sort of time you want to achieve and break it down into kilometres, or because miles is a bit hard because it's only a short distance. So try and break it down into kilometres if you can, and look at what sort of speed you've been doing in your training. Now you've done that speed work and that lot, what's achievable for you and what do you need to do to get your PB. What tends to happen is, in park runs, people go for parkrun PBs, they tend to go really mental at the start and then they're dead by the end. So if you could even split it over the 5k, believe me, you'll be much better off. So my point to you is, get a plan before you get to the line and know your splits before you get to the line, and that way you kind of got a comfort level knowing that you're well within yourself. So I don't know, let's say you're running, what do you want to do, like 24 minutes, I think it's like about 4:50. I might be wrong here, comment below. But so instead of going like 4:30, 4:30, 4:40, 4:50, 5:10, I'm dead. Why not just split it at 4:50 the whole way through? Like, job done, right? So that's my point to you on pacing. Get your pacing right, and that will really help you know what you're going to do before you start. The other thing is as well, and I see it a lot, obviously it's really crowded a lot of these park runs, but if you're going for a PB, get yourself to the front. Get yourself there a bit early, get yourself to the front. So it doesn't matter if the people around you want to go faster, let them go, but you've got less people around you, you've got less influence on your time, and it's all down to you. You're not going to be getting stuck behind people, and you know it's like people running around the grass verges to get round you and all this, and it's just that, right? Get to the front. Yeah, you're going to be with quicker people, but who cares? But get up there, run your own race, and then you won't have any distractions, to say. So I think that's an important part of your strategy as you go into this Parkrun PB. The last bit I'd say on strategy is think about not running with music. Now if you run with music, it can be a distraction. Like if I'm filming, for example, right, obviously I film most of my stuff, that's a distraction. So when I'm going to be going for my PB, I'm not going to be filming. I'm not going to be listening to music. I will have my headphones in because I'll be listening to my splits on my watch, but I'm not going to be listening to music because I don't want to be distracted. I want to be concentrating on my splits, and it's going to be hurting. So I want to concentrate on my time and, I know, picking things out in front of me and all kind of stuff like that. So I'm fully aware of what I'm doing and what I'm trying to achieve. By having distractions, like I said to you about at the start, where you got like, if you've got like a bunch of people around you, it's just going to get in your way, and it's just going to get in your way of your PB. So get rid of everything. Go there clean, go there ready, go there, you know, with one sole purpose, and that's to break your PB. Okay, so the actual run, so when you get going, the first thing actually, really, and it's a bit of a tip, it's a bit of a cheeky tip actually, so don't tell anybody I told you, but if you're looking for a Parkrun PB, maybe, I mean it's a bit unorthodox, why don't you try and find a parkrun that you know is flat? I say it's probably a bit naughty, but make sure it's flat, make sure it's on tarmac, best as, or as much on tarmac, because then you know you're going to smash it. Do your PB there, and then take that time to your home park run and know that you've got the confidence that you can run fast. I know it's a bit of a funny one and some people might disagree with it, but if you're looking really seriously to break a PB, try and find a course that's flat. Why make it hard for yourself? You know what I mean? Anyway, so that's one thing I'd say to do. The other thing I would say to do is make sure you warm up before your park run. With a 10k, it's definitely, you've got to have your body engaged, ready to go. But it's the same with a park run. So maybe just jog for 5 minutes beforehand, get your legs engaged, get your brain into gear. I see a lot of people just turn out a park run and stand there like this. Okay, switch my watch and off they go, which is great, and that's what park run's all about. But if you're serious about getting a PB, make sure you've warmed up. Next one is probably commit to the run, and when I say commit to the run, you've got to know in your mind that it's going to hurt. You've got to know in your brain that by the time you'll get to like 4K, everything's going to be like falling apart, wheels are going to be coming off, but you've got to smash through it. So mentally prepare that you're going to be hurting, but commit to the run, commit to your time, commit to your splits, and just keep focused on that time. Yeah, it's going to hurt, but if you know that, you know, you've only got 2K left, just concentrate on that. But you've got to be really committed to the run. There's no point giving up after 3K. You've done your training, you've done an extra bit of training, so you can do it, but you've really got to commit to it. I do see a lot of people, they kind of, and I understand why, because like I say, I've been there, but you're kind of into the run and then you're giving it all, and you haven't probably paced yourself correctly, and you're done by 3K. If you commit to the run and you're on pace and you know what you're doing, you can get to the end and you can crush that PB. Last tip, probably, no actually I've got 2 more tips with regards to the actual race. I've said it before in my 10k video I think, is pick a victim. Find someone ahead of you and just pick them out and try and catch them. By doing that you're going to take your mind off of it. It sounds horrible, it sounds like, oh yeah, pick a victim, but actually it'll take your mind off of what you're doing and it may, when you're burning and stuff like that, it may make you think about other things. So try and pick someone out in front of you. Even if they're doing like their first lap, it don't matter, but try and pick somebody out in front of you because it'll just take your mind off everything that's hurting and then you can just sort of concentrate on catching them up. Again, it's all mental, physically you'll be able to do it, it's no problem. So try and pick that victim towards the closing stages. So the last thing really is to finish strong. It's all when I talk about the race, make sure you finish strong. The last half a kilometre, just sprint, just give it everything you've got. You really put a lot of work into this, you've done all the training, you've done all your strategy, you've done all your pacing, you've done it all right, you've picked somebody out, you've beaten them. But that last half a kilometre, just sprint it, just don't leave anything left. So when you have finished, if for some reason you haven't beaten your PB, at least you know you've tried, and at least you know next time what you can do differently. But trust me, finish strong. Your body will give you something at that last half a kilometre, and it will give you something to get you across the line. But I say, make sure you finish strong, and don't leave anything out on the course. Is my sort of last tip on Parkrun PB. So guys, I hope that's useful for you. I'm now going to go out and try and beat my PB. This is how I got on. I'm going to use these tips that I just told you, and hopefully they work.
So guys, that's it, fastest parkrun. I'll tell you what it was, but it was well under the PB, which is not bad for a guy who's got man flu. So 4:31 per kilometre. No, hang on, yeah, 4:31. So that's pretty fast for me, despite having man flu. So I think I could go faster. Maybe that's a challenge next time.
Hey guys, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. I really do appreciate it. So you can see there, I did beat my PB, and it looks like these tips did work. So you saw it here first. They did actually work. If you implement some of these, or all of them really, you can do what I just did and beat your PB. Trust me, they're going to work. You've seen it now. I just went out and smashed my PB. If you can follow these tips to a degree, I think you can do the same. But so that's it from me. I appreciate you sticking around to the end of the video. If you did like the video, make sure you give it the thumbs up. If you've got any comments, stick them below. Make sure they're nice and friendly. I do read them, by the way, and I do respond, so stick them below. I'm going to stick a video up here, which is pretty cool. Don't forget to subscribe. That's it from me. I'll catch you later.